Welcome to another edition of DSU Inside Perspective. I'm Carkos Holmes, and we're looking at a word today and an issue that has been in the news here now for a good month and a half now: sequestration. This is a word that many of us attach to the courtroom when a jury would be locked up somewhere where they had to deliberate without being interfered with. But now it's a word of economics, and it relates to the federal deficit. Today I have with me today Dr. Jan Christopher, who's Associate Professor of Economics here at Delaware State University in our College of Business. Welcome today,
Thank you.
Dr. Christopher. Sequestration, this is a word that has become just ingrained in our vocabulary these days. Where did this all come from?
Well, beyond what we know about the law profession, we also have it in the medical profession. It means to isolate someone, say like Robin Roberts when she had her transplant. It also means that if you're doing something in chemistry, you're going to separate it with liquid, so nothing can interfere with it. But when it comes to the government, we've only used the term for a short period of time. And pretty much it means to rein in the existing funds. So since the government is running a $1 trillion budget deficit, which is quite high, they don't see their way clear of ever getting the deficit down unless they can rein in and know exactly how much money they really have. Because the government, the federal government, is one of the largest purchasers of goods and services in the whole world. And for them not to know exactly where they stand is why sequestration would be needed.
We had a so-called super committee, the Joint Select Committee on Deficit Reductions, that were supposed to be coming up with some reductions. And they apparently failed, and we find ourselves in this situation. What happened with this committee?
Well, they were really more interested in getting revenues, and they wanted to institute a new tax. They were the ones who wanted the rich to pay more and so forth as well. And the committee is still there. It's just that the Congress did not necessarily like their suggestions.
I see. Well, what's on the table? We understand if we don't have some type of legislation to keep us from this sequestration to kick in, there's some cuts. Some serious cuts are going to be made. What's going to be cut?
Oh, a lot's going to be cut. You have first, the military will be cut in half, but you have to realize that we have a large military because of the two wars that we fought with Iran and Iraq, and then on top of that, Afghanistan. So the wars were so large, they were fought what's called off budget. But when the Obama administration came in, they put all the war expenditures onto the deficit, which made the deficit balloon more than it would have looked otherwise if it had been kept off budget. Now, I say that to tell you that basically what they're going to have to do is they're going to administratively wind down the wars because they won't be able to fight the same wars now without the large military expenditures they've had in the past 10 years.
What about education? What's the cuts? Education?
Oh, that's going to be major, because what's going to happen is that the sequestration is going to cut the military 50% and discretionary programs 50%. And these are across the board cuts, which means that you would see a reduction in the labor force in all agencies, including what goes to state and local governments in the form of block grants for various expenditures such as education. And so you will have pretty much layoffs or furloughs across the board in all states.
Well, where do you stand on this? Is sequestration a bitter pill that we really need to just go on and swallow, or should we be finding a softer, neater way to do this?
Well, all the Simpson-Bowles committee that you mentioned, the super committee, they say it's going to be catastrophic. Also, Obama says it's going to be catastrophic. Everyone, the general consensus is that it will be catastrophic because the layoffs will be so pervasive, it will influence consumer expenditures, which means it'll influence everything that we own, everything that we buy, all of our salaries. It would really impact our families tremendously. Now, as far as the term, no one likes it. I only heard one person who said that they liked it. And that person was a Democrat, and he said, if we go ahead and go through the recession now, we'll come out a stronger country. But beyond that, no one thinks it's a good idea.
Well, I guess we're going to have to sit back and wait and see if the Obama administration and Congress can come together. Dr. Christopher, thank you so much for being on the show today. And we thank you for being with us here at DSU Inside Perspective. Tune in next time. Good day.
Okay.
I think that